I'm Stephen Smith from the Boston Globe, and this is Be Well, Boston. With the Patriots and the big game Super Bowl frenzy is upon us, but it's also a good time to consider the toll that the game exacts on players. Dr. Bob Stern, co-director of the Center for the Study of Traumatic Encephalopathy at Boston University, has extensively studied the damage done to players' brains. So what do we know, Dr. Stern?
Well, we know the obvious, that hitting your head over and over again isn't good for you. What we've learned is that concussions specifically aren't good and can result in both short-term and long-term problems. And the scary part is what we've been studying is a disease called chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE. It's kind of like Alzheimer's disease. And it's caused by those repetitive mild hits one after another. Think about a lineman or a linebacker. Every play of every game, they're hitting their head against their opponent with the equivalent of like a G-force of 20. That kind of repetitive brain trauma can lead in some people to this progressive brain disease that eventually leads to dementia.
What is the NFL doing to address this, and what's even been happening in the past few weeks?
Well, after many, many years of the NFL having their head in the sand, a couple of years ago they finally realized, there's a problem here. And they've been doing some pretty striking changes, including rule changes in the middle of a season. Now having an athletic trainer up in the booth for a team, being able to observe the whole field to make sure that the medical staff doesn't miss someone getting their head hit on the field. And what we're really trying to focus on is that it's not just the pros. We've seen this disease, CTE, in people who just played college ball, just played high school ball. We've seen it in people who have died way prematurely at age 17, 18, 21. What we need to do is think about the youth. We need to protect these games for our youth so they can enjoy them and not grow up and have these devastating problems with their brain.